Hello everyone, it's your nerdy cinnamon roll dogs and cats roll here. It's a pleasure to finally make another video. Sorry it took so long. It's a long story. School's been filled with homework and life's just been crazy. But I'm glad to be making another video, and especially this new type of video that I've been excited to make this video for honestly a long while. So this video today will be called this new type of video and just basically new series of my YouTube channel is called YouTube Support and Encouragement Group. Honestly, I've been wanting to help support others more than I do usually. Usually I support my friends and my loved ones, but I thought, you know what? I'm gonna make a video especially dedicated to helping others all around the globe. And so we can all start uh, start putting a foot forward and help the others around us as most as we can. So that's basically my inspiration for this video. Yeah, maybe maybe it's to hide my own I guess to hide my own feelings by helping others, lol. But then again, shouldn't we help one another and support each other? So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna make this type of video and help support others and give them advice. And so first I'd like to say that I got my inspiration from Dan's YouTube support group. So all credit to the idea goes to Dan, or as his new channel name, Daniel Howell. Used to be Dan is Not on Fire, but he changed his name. Long story from just basically I just came up with this idea, and I must apologize. Usually I write a long I usually write down what I want to say, so I don't end up stuttering or repeating myself like this. But I was just like, you know what? I want to give support and be helpful. I want it to be heartfelt. So I was gonna go on a limb and just say what comes from my heart. So with all that out of the way, if there's more description about these types of videos and how you can send your questions and the link above that should be popping up any second now. And with that, let's start. I must apologize that sadly there won't be that many questions in the video since I only had one person ask me questions for the vid, but hey, maybe when the videos become more popular and I get more questions, they'll be a lot more longer, so I apologize if this episode is short. Well, of course, like always, the 3 questions that were asked, I am personally blocking their name as so the person's questions can basically they can have their privacy, and I won't have to say so and so asked these questions, just give each other privacy and be thoughtful, and plus, better safe than. Today's video questions, the comment that the video questions originated from, basically stated, I love the idea, and all your examples are almost all my questions. And later on in the chat, when I asked which questions they wanted me to ask, they told me to choose 3 random ones, so that's what I did. I chose such questions as 1. How do you deal with homophobic parents when you're part of the LGBT community yourself? 2. How can you deal with school stress? And 3. What are a few ways to come out of the closet to the others around you? Oh man, this first question really hits home. You see, all the best way I can phrase it is it's not easy having homophobic family members, and if you do, I really apologize and hope things get better, 'cause that can truly stink. There's no other way to phrase it. Well, there is another way, it's it's just it stinks. There's nothing good about that scenario, and you feel almost trapped into the social construct that others want you to be, and it's not right. I also had an extremely homophobic dad, and I know the struggle of having to act straight and be someone you're not just to have them accept you. And in my eyes, you shouldn't have to change who you are to make a family member accept you. You deserve endless love and happiness for just being you, your perfectly unique self, no matter what people tell you. For now, all I can say is to try and find a group of friends, either at school or online, that can be accepting and love you for being yourself. For true family isn't blood related, but the ones who support you till the very end. Yep, school. Everyone probably seen this answer if they're a fellow student. Well, school can be stressful as hey, pardon my language, I truly don't mean to seem rude in any way, and it can feel like a place of endless turmoils and drama, even on the happiest of days, especially as my mom says, school has gotten a lot stricter on children and teens' education nowadays than ever before, giving students more stress, and in return, a student's failure to reach that level makes them feel worthless, increasing the depression and suicide rate in children. Yep, that is my mom's opinion. My mom is very opinionated, if you can't tell. So, as a fellow student, I want to help give you all as much support as I can so we all won't have to struggle through this alone. And just know that I believe in you and I'm proud of all your hard work and passions and accomplishments at school than you'll ever truly know. One way to help is to try and get into courses or after school clubs that have or are about your passions so that you can be in a room filled with fellow classmates who share the same passions. Or you might can create your own club if none of them have your passions within them and you want to create your own club to share said passions. Though, of course, you'll have to ask the teacher and principal, and that's a long story. But then again, if you're in high school, you don't technically have to, and then just follow your school lines, and then it should be easy. Second, if a day is really bad, try to talk to a fan. Oh my goodness, I combined the word family and friend, and it came in fam. Well, anywho, try to ask a friend or a family member that you feel the closest to about it, or just anyone that you trust the most. Even if you often hide your sad feelings away, like I tend to do, trust me when I say talking about it can help you feel a lot better in the long run. Now, of course, if you're not ready to talk about it, that's perfectly fine too. Sometimes it takes a while to get over something, and it's not easy, but just know that me and all your loved ones are here to support you till the end. When it comes to school stress, my one trick that I do, well, then again, also it's my OCD and my hardworking personality trait, and being a bit, what they call a workaholic, which means like you tend to overwork. So maybe don't work as much as I do, but when it comes to projects or homework, try to get it done where it's not to the last moment, because trust me, when it's at the last moment, it is filled with stress. And plus, you can just go at your own pace otherwise if you don't do it at the last moment. But you don't have to. This is just my advice. And you know what? Either way, I just wish that your school year is relaxing and filled with endless happy. Okay, for this last question, I must apologize for I do have quite a lot to say. So this will be the longest answer, but I felt like this needed and deserved a real, not that my other answers weren't thorough enough, just this one, it's more complex than I can express in such short answer time. So I'm going to have to make this answer quite long, but it'll be the last answer of this video. What I do first, and it's absolutely important to make sure that you are in a safe environment, that you are truly ready to come out. For it's hard to come out when the results seem so negative compared to having any, and they don't seem to have any positives. And if you have to fear your own safety, or if it isn't the right time. Though, once you are sure you are safe and want to come out, there are many and millions of different types of ways that you can come out. And while I'll list a few examples, at the end, remember that you don't have to come out these ways, and that when coming out, you should just be you. And if it helps, coming out might not be easy, but your true family and friends will grow to accept and love you just the way you are. Plus, you might be surprised at how much coming out really relieves you of all your stress and anxiety. So to help, try not to imagine a scenario expectation, because sometimes people need more time, or that things might go far better than you could ever expect. Here are some ways I can give some examples of coming out. Sometimes it can be scary coming out, so you need a bit of help gaining confidence, like coming out with the help of your passions, like telling them in a pre-written song that you made, or you can write them a poem. You can just write down to them and to come out when you can't find the right words to say anything. You can make up a pun about coming out so that you can add some humor into the mix. You can bake foods to show your sexuality, like cupcakes with your sexuality flag as the icing color, etc. There's millions of different ways. You can come out to people you know that accept you the most and that you feel most comfortable around, which I'd advise coming out to first. It really helps, trust me. It gives you the confidence and acceptance that you need to come out to the others around you. You can tell someone one-on-one and express your heart to them and tell them why coming out was important to you, how you felt about coming out beforehand, and your fears about coming out, so they really understand your position. So that is just a few ways. Now remember, there's millions of different ways, and I hope that in some way that this helps in both you coming out and just helps in any way. If any of you guys have any more questions, want some support on a situation you're going through, don't feel afraid to always email me on dogsandcatsrule@misdmail.com. Oh, sorry, what am I talking about? dogsandcatsrule@gmail.com. Goodness, if I can even speak correctly. And I'll be glad to answer it. And also, if there's any more questions about how to send your answers, just send them down below. So thank you for watching my video, and I hope that I could help in some way. Bye, everyone. Have a great and wonderful rest of your day filled with endless happiness, because you all deserve all the happiness in the world. Bye, everyone.